Hey YouTube, we're here with Nick Brady. He just unfortunately lost his top 8 match to me, but he has his Earth Wind deck and he's giving us a deck profile, so take it away, Nick.
Alright, it's actually Mono Earth, which is
Oh, sorry.
Alright, starting with the zero drops, I played 3 10-10, good stats, and filters cards. One of my favorite zeros in the deck, probably. And then Shio, I played 3 of her. Opened this card as my only zero way more times than I would have liked to, and got smashed by 5-0 Sasuke's and stuff like that. Overall, I would have played her again, maybe dropped her down to 2 for like another combat ninja or something. 2 Vanilla Neji, I like him. He has 3-0, 3-0 for stats, 2 mental power, so he can mind transfer if you need to, or Sheikah's Decision him for a KNS or something like that.
2 mental power is pretty clutch.
Yeah. 2 Kotaro Utane, reprinted in the starter deck. I really hate the 5-0 Sasuke. He smashes me early with the battle words he gets, and student senseis get behind pretty soon, so I put this in to try and combat that. Overall, wasn't very helpful. Played against a lot of Hotarus and stuff like that. And then one of the male advisor just didn't play 3 so that I could have both out if I actually drew both. For turn 1s, 3 Ino, the best mind transfer user, good stats, 3 mental power, all that stuff. 1 Karen, I put this in at the last minute, has some 4th Hokage defense, early rush defense, and also medical to use reanimation. 1 Kidomaru. I really like this card because on turn 4 you can make some power plays by, if they don't have KNS, which doesn't happen a lot, but stop one of their teams having mind transfer with his 3 mental power, mastering mind transfer again. Get some advantage there. 1 Tamari. Good Shikamaru's decision target if you already have KNS, stuff like that. Rip a jutsu out of their hand, 1 mental power, although never really used mind transfer for me because I always have more than that. Turn 2. 3 KNS. I think this is going to be quite common in these deck profiles.
Yeah, it's going to be in every single deck profile.
I really want this card to rotate. Probably the main reason that my deck wasn't so good, because this guy playing Rasengan, I don't have many answers for because of his 4 mental power. Yeah. For the same reason he's a great mind transfer user. Turn 3s, 2 Sakuras, another medical ninja, giant guy, 3 mental power. Yeah, I like her a lot. Sheikah's decision target a lot. Turn 4, Chiriku. In theory, this guy's great. In practice, they already had a lot of battle rewards from me. I was never able to just make a giant team that's unaffected by jutsus and just dominate that way. Usually his effect was on, but I couldn't put a lot of guys with him. Another turn 4, Neji Seeing Through the Wall. Actually won me a couple games. I like this card a lot. Discard your opponent's outs. Make sure they don't draw any more jutsus. Stuff like that. He's good. And you could growth off the turn 0 Neji and drop another turn 4. It's good. Turn 5, Deidara. Really good. Got me some cheap wins. Stuff like that. Hydro Pump user. Yeah, he's good. Mind transfer combos with Ino. Take their guy and sack it. Stuff like that. Yeah. Turn 6. 2 first Hokages, pretty good. If I'm down in that battle reward count, which I usually am, he can help mount a comeback, something like that. Mastery, always good. That's it for the ninjas. So jutsus, 3 mind transfers, supposed to be the key of the deck. Not so good. Dragon Flame is definitely a better jutsu to play than this, since there's really no stipulations or anything like that. But it's helpful to grab an opposing Kidomaru or Sharingan guy, because I actually had some Fire Hand close to going to Danzo, which I did a couple times. Yeah, decent card. Next jutsu, 3 reanimations. Really like the reanimation loop, or just playing a reanimation to pick up an already played Training in the Moonlight, hit their hand some more, or a mind transfer, stuff like that. Great card. Probably my favorite jutsu in the deck, and I wish I had played 3, Shadow Possession Jutsu.
What does that even do?
It targets every ninja battling against, and what you do is you reveal the top card of your deck, and then whatever entrance the revealed card is, every ninja battling against gets zeroed with that entrance or less. So if you drop this card on like turn 1, and you have like a 5 power, you're definitely OVing a team right there. Even turn 2, I love this card, and I definitely would have played 3. It only costs 1, which is great. You can set it up with a Shio, stuff like that. Next up, 8 Trigrams Palms Rotation. Pretty good. Stops. This can actually stop that Rasengan. Stops the 4th from injuring your guys. Never really got the expert off of it, but still a good card. And then finally the 1 Hydro Pump. It's pretty obvious. And missions. 3 Shikamaru's Decision. Good card. Get you KNS's, Sakura's, Tamari's are usually the main target for this card. Don't play Shikamaru, so I can't really get anything higher than turn 4. But still good. Student and Sensei. Probably one of the main reasons that I played this deck is the Earth reprint missions. I really like this one. Early game missions because I like early game jutsus. Give your opponent Battle Reward, draw 2. Battle Reward ends up hurting in the long run, probably.
You have first Okages though.
Yeah, and the drawing 2, I can hit my drop because I usually play it and I don't have a drop and can draw into something. Then 2 Training in the Moonlights, obviously nuts card, and probably any Earth deck is going to run it in 2s. And then the final mission after the battle. Pretty good card. Discard a card, draw 3. I like it. Might have played a 3rd in the end because it's probably a little low on missions. Side deck next or squad deck?
Either one, doesn't matter.
Alright, side deck. Admittedly, probably a weak side deck, but I got a Sea Monster.
Which did kind of help in that last game against me.
Got a Sea Monster as the 4th card I drew. Prolonged my demise, at least. Ohaku, C3 or whatever. Decided this card in a lot and did not play it at all. But it was there for that blowout factor where your opponent underdrops a couple times and then you can play this on turn 5 with Deidara and just blow up their board. The kind of thinking was behind it. A lot of decks were running Futaba and early game healers to try and keep their engine going and stuff like that. Maybe get one of these off and disrupt their draw engine. A Neji, he was pretty good. Sided him in a couple times. I don't think I drew him a lot, but it's an easy side out. Just the turn 0 Neji, that's 3-0 for this Neji once you know what they're playing. I actually had it main boarded for a while, but it wasn't that good if I didn't know what they were playing ahead of time. Hina can stop.
1 Hina only?
Only 1 Hina, yeah.
What is this guy on?
For Mill, well, I think this card is pretty self-explanatory. Another Karen for the rush decks, the 4th Okages, the medical users. Pretty good. Suigetsu.
Do you run any multiples in here? Jeez.
1. I like the all 1-of thing. The theory
for
being,
some decks.
The theory
when you
being,
have suspicious characters, it's fun.
I like that. I'll always be able to side at least 1 card in instead of like I'll be able to side 2 cards in against some stuff, but nothing against other stuff. All right, Suigetsu. Obviously a good card. I would really like to negate Wild Fangs with this because I hate Wild Fang. Stopping early game jutsus. Next up, Wild Fang. I played him in case anyone tried my OTK or stuff like that. Although I probably should have just let them beat me. They deserve it at that point. A first Hokage for Mill. In addition to the 2 main board that I played that help with the Mill because I can put my whole deck back in. And then 2 partial expansions.
Really afraid of Mill, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's pretty common at my locals. And I think it's really good, actually, too. The 4th Okage, I don't have the 4th Okage to just break through it like most decks do. Reinforcements, you're probably going to see a lot of random stuff here just in case I mind transfer. Guys, a Susano in case I grab an Itachi somehow.
That's awesome.
With the KNS. A Heretic in case I grab a Haraka Path. Kiba Aka in case I grab both of them somehow. Pain Itachi in case I get one of them. Hedon Curse Mode for Hedon. C0. That would have been interesting if I got that somehow.
Yeah.
The Naruto forms because I have KNS as hand cost for the bigger ones, stuff like that. Donzos, I got Chikaroos and Deidaras if I grab them to use as hand cost. And probably the most commonly stole one, Kidomaru.
Which you actually can play normally.
Which I can play normally. Part of the reason why I only play 1 is because I like to steal theirs and minus them 1 plus me 1, then use its effect to like cripple another team and go through. Yeah,
right.
so that's the deck.
Thanks for the deck profile and
Yep.
congrats on the top 8.
Thanks.